just finished doing the tutorial with the lampshade, but very quickly, I suggest you watch it all the way through first before you start, because I discover a couple of things that make it easier. So I tried not to make this too long. So anyway, I'm not going to talk anymore, but go ahead and watch it through once before you start, and you'll all see the little tips and tricks that I come up with, because yeah, I haven't made these in over 10 years. So, and I have no directions, so I had to make it up as I went along. So you'll see what I mean as we go. And yeah, here you go. Hi everyone, today is the day for the lampshade tutorial for the night lights. All right, I will link a video down below where I give you the supply list. If you haven't seen that, go watch that. But also my plan is to type out the supply list in the info box of this video, and I've already tried it. You can copy and then go paste it and print it out. I might because it's going to be interesting, because I don't have any directions. All I have is my samples. This is kind of like the one I showed you that's out in my kitchen right now. This one actually came out of my bathroom, as you saw in that other video. Here's this one. And what I'm going to do, though, is use this one. I'm going to cut this one apart and try to recreate it for you. But, of course, I prefer plain Jane, okay? My other one did have some black at the one strip of black at the top. That's just me. If it can be defancified, I want it. You know, I just like very classic, plain stuff. Not that this is a classic, but again, for those of you that might not have seen, here is the nightlight I got at the dollar store, Tree. They have others, other places. You take that plastic thing off and you pop this on and you plug it in and you flip it, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to cut this apart and we'll see what happens. Okay, we're kind of working backwards here, but here is the lampshade without the bottom wire going through it. Okay, this is the top, and this is without the bottom wire. So I'm just kind of showing you what you're kind of going for. It's like a star. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the top apart. Okay, I'm back, and now I cut the top apart, and I've got 14 of the safety pins left. Okay, I mean, this is all that's left of it. What I'm doing is I'm putting my beads in separate plastic cups to keep them straight, okay? So in here, I have my tri-beads. In here, I'm putting my spacers, but there's another spacer on this that I'll be dumping in there. And then in this one, I'm just gonna put my crystal beads. So here I go. Okay, I just had to go run outside and say hi to my daughter's friends. So yeah. It's humid out there, so my hair is frizzing right before your eyes. It's like a time-lapse frizzing situation. Okay. That's weird. Okay, so now what do I have? I have 14 open safety pins. I have 28 spacers in this cup, 28 tri-beads, and 70 crystal rounds. 6 millimeter for these and 6 millimeter for the rondelles. And then the tri-beads are just a basic tri-bead size. I don't think they come in any other size. So this is so easy, such a no-brainer, and I'm so mad at myself. I wish I had had my granddaughter, my 7-year-old granddaughter, with me doing this so that I could prove to you that anyone can do it, although she's extremely intelligent. Okay, so here we go. What you do is you take your safety, let me just say one more time, this is a 2-inch, I believe it was, safety pin, and you need 14 of them. Yeah, 2-inch safety pin. So if I look back at this one, I go like this, like this. The rondelle, the spacer, the tiny one, goes on first, like that. And then, how many beads? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the round beads, which I've put in a cup. And now that I don't like having to put my hand down in this cup, so I'm just going to dump a few out. Now, I am not, oh, that was not a good idea. They're rolling everywhere. Okay. Anyway, so I'm not going to pay special attention to my color scheme because I don't want to bore you with that. But you can, of course, do any color scheme you want. And, okay, one. Okay, I've got to put my glasses on. I can't find the hole. Okay. 2, 3, and I'm just putting these at random, but if I was actually doing this, I'm just OCD enough that I would do them the same all the way around. Maybe. I don't know. And then, of course, see here, I'm looking for a different color. So there's 5 6mm crystal rounds on here. There you go. Close it up. It closes perfectly. Rondell spacer, 6mm, and then 5 crystal round 6mm. And you do this 14 times. Okay, just so you know, I went and got these little Japanese dishes that I have and put, yes, I spilled them, yes. And I put the little beads in there so that you can just grab them, because going down in this cup was just, you know, not working. Okay, I've got all my pins done. You know, I really should have done the over the head shot, but this is so easy. You don't need any special trick photography to figure it out. Okay, so if you will look at the top of one that's made, you can, well, you can't hardly see on that one. There is, the pins are upside down like this, okay? And if you'll notice, there is the side of the pin with the beads, which it'll only go on one side, obviously, because it'll be open. That's the side that goes out, okay, obviously. So what we're going to do now is I've got my 5-inch piece of wire. You have to put the top together before you do the bottom, okay? So you just stick it through this, and then in between each thing is another one of the little tiny rondelle spacers, those little tiny ones. So you put one like that, okay? And you just have to make sure as you're loading the pin, the wire, that you just keep the, okay, y'all, seriously? Oh, okay. It's so easy. Okay, you just make sure you do it all in the same direction or it's not gonna work, okay? These things are really, y'all, it's so hot outside. It got so hot and humid today that my hands are sweating, or maybe I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm nervous about. As you load it, you just put the spacer and then the pin. And you make sure, now I'm going to show you. You make sure that you keep them all going the same. You see how all the beads are on the outside and the other part of the, okay? Super simple. So, spacer, pin, spacer, pin, spacer, pin. I'm going to pause and do that, and then I'll come back, okay? I'm hoping that you can see that there is this little spacer in between, okay? There you go. Spacer, pin, okay? Okay, there you go. I've got all of the spacers and the 14 beads. Oh, I thought I had one going wrong. All going the same way. And then what you do is you put this together at the top and you twist it as tightly as you can so that it doesn't come apart. Okay, as you can see, I've twisted it just by twisting it together, okay? And you see how I've made the top of the lampshade? That will look just like that. Now, I'm not going to cut it yet because I just want to make sure I don't have to undo it for any reason or make it tighter or whatever. But remember, the whole thing needs to be a tiny bit flexible, again, because when you pop it on top of the nightlight and you plug it in to the wall, it might hit the wall a little, so you just have to have a little bit of scoochy room, okay? So we've got the top done. I just had to go crank the air conditioner, y'all. Somehow it had gotten up to 78. I'm dying. Okay, I've got it wired. I'm going to leave it wired, okay? And I'll show you how to close it out at the end. But actually, I don't know how we're going to do that, but we will. Okay, so now I'm going to cut another piece of wire. Now this one's supposed to be 8 inches. So I'm just going to cut a big piece and cut it, I'm not going to measure. See, this will be the part where you say, that was her downfall when she didn't measure. Okay, so I got this whole thing going on. So now, okay, now we're to the part with the tri-beads, okay? I've heard them called tri-beads and I've heard them called propeller beads, as you saw in that last video. So they're just the 3-sided flat little bead, like that. I hope you can see. See? Okay, so for the bottom, if you look at this, it's got, between each one, it's got, oh, I thought I just did it backwards. Okay, for each one, you've got 2 propeller beads and a pin. 2 propeller beads and a pin all the way around, okay? So let's start. Now, this is not going to be as easy, and you're going to have to focus on what you're doing. So I'm just going to pick one up, put the wire through, and then I'm going to put 2 beads. So you put, seriously, you think I've got the DTs or something. Okay, so you've got, let's just bend the wire to keep it going. You've got a pin and then the 2 beads, 1, 2. I'm not trying to act like you're retarded or something. Excuse me. I know you're not supposed to use that word. Okay, and then you stick it through the next pin like that. See? And then you put 2 more of the tri-beads on here. All right. And then you pick up your very next pin and stick the wire through. See? So do that all the way around. 2 tri-beads, pin, 2 tri-beads, pin, all the way around. Okay, a little tidbit, especially if you're doing this with children. You might want to connect, like put a something on the end of this so that it doesn't slip off. Well, now it's not slipping, but as you're doing it, I've been kind of holding this. Okay, this is the bottom. Don't worry about that. I've been kind of holding them with 2 hands like that as I'm loading it. This might get a little tedious for little hands, so I haven't given it any thought. If I had Layla here, I would be able to figure out if that was a problem for her. But the wire is so flexible, so you just stick it through and hang on to it, okay? But this is a little bit, you just have to pay attention and you hope you don't drop it. You could even, I would say, just take this bead and just curl it back. I mean, this wire, and just curl it back. And that way, yeah, there you go. There you go. And that way, a child could hang on to it and do it. And then you get the next one. And it's sweet, so you see, you just pull it through and go like that and bring your wire back to put the next 2 tri-beads on. So, yeah, it's super simple, but I'm just giving you little hints as I'm doing it, what might happen if you have children doing it. Okay, now I'm going to show you what can happen if you're not really paying attention. Look right here. I missed one, okay? It's just hanging out by itself. It should have gone on right here. So now I've got to unstring and get it in there and restring. See? Another potential problem. All right, so I'm going to stop now, fix it, and get all the way around, and then we'll come back, we'll wire it together, and we're done. Okay, I'm back at I've finished the bottom. I've put 2 beads between each pin. Okay, now I'm going to take it, and I'm going to just twist it shut. I'm going to do it on camera so you can see how I did the top one. Just sometimes I hate it when people are teaching something and they don't show you every single step, because that will be the step I mess up. Okay, so I've just got it in a circle, and I'm just going to twist the 2 wires together. Yep. Twisting, twisting, twisting. I twist it about 1 inch. Probably you don't even need to do it that far. It's not coming apart. As I told you before, it was very difficult to. All right. Now I've got the 2 wires hanging off. Okay, this one feels a little loose on top, so I've got this other pincher thingy. My husband would know the official word for it. I'm not sure what it is. So I'm going to twist the top a little bit tighter. There we go. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I've got that twisted. I'm going to clip it right at the top of where the 2 wires come apart with this little thing, and I'm going to put it down so it doesn't fly across the room. Okay, so here's your twisty thing, and all you do is just stick it inside. You'll never see it again. Well, I just saw it on the film. Anyway, you can't see it when it's on the thing. So then I'm going to take this side, and I'm going to take my wire cutters, and I'm going to clip it right there. See? And I'm going to shove this one inside. And that's it, girls. You are done. Take your nightlight, stick it on top, put it where you twirl it around. You see, it's all perfect. It will go into the wall. I should show you. I don't have an outlet. It's behind there, over there, behind the curtain, whatever. Anyway, you saw it on my other video. So this is the, that's it for the tutorial for the little lampshade. Obviously, you can do it in different ways. Here's a whole different one that I did with different little beads. You can take whatever beads you have and just space them out and see how many fit and multiply it times 14 and see if you have enough. So that's it. Here's how this one looks. You saw it in the video. Here's how this one looks. They're just precious, and they, as I said before, they leave the prettiest glow. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope it wasn't too flustery. I'm cooled off now. The AC is blowing. And I just wanted to wish all of you a very, very happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're blessed with your family, friends, whoever's coming over to eat dinner with you, lunch, whenever you have it. If you're from another country, have a great week. We're celebrating Thanksgiving Thursday. So that would be tomorrow, because I'm planning on uploading this on Wednesday. Don't forget that I will have the list of supplies down below. That's it for this video. I hope you have fun making it. They're great little Christmas gifts. I think that's all I have for now. So I will see you Sunday on my preaching journey. Bye.